whole brain emulation, and the rise of the digital twin. What happens when a copy of you is good enough to replace you? Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is Uploading Your Mind, the series where we go beyond speculation and straight into the emerging blueprint for digital immortality. Today's topic is whole brain emulation and the digital twin that follows. We need to begin by shifting how we think about replication. Copying your files is one thing, copying your consciousness is another. And that's exactly what whole brain emulation sets out to do. It's not just about scanning your brain, it's about understanding its every signal, synapse, pattern, and pulse. It's about creating a software model that doesn't just think like you, but is you, down to the choices you'd make, the jokes you'd tell, and the emotional reactions you'd have under pressure. The theory sounds impossible, but the pursuit is already underway. Major research centers across the US, Europe, China, and Japan are racing to map the human connectome, the full neural wiring of the brain. One of the most ambitious projects is the Blue Brain Project, which has already mapped segments of a rat brain in exquisite detail. The long-term goal is simple: recreate the brain in code. But the complexity is staggering. Your brain has roughly 86 billion neurons, with over 100 trillion synaptic connections. These aren't just cables, they're chemical signals, feedback loops, memory gates, emotional triggers, and identity anchors. Emulating that is more than a technical challenge. It's a metaphysical one. Because once you've copied a brain, what wakes up in that copy? Let's define a key term: digital twin. A digital twin is a virtual model of a physical system. In the context of a human, it means creating a software-based replica of your cognitive function, personality, decision-making patterns, and emotional responses. This twin can operate independently. It can learn. It can respond. It can represent you in meetings, continue your work, even comfort your family after death. At first, that sounds like legacy, but at scale, it sounds like replacement. Because if your digital twin thinks like you, speaks like you, and remembers everything you do, at what point do others stop needing you? This isn't hypothetical. There are already CEOs exploring the use of digital twins as executive assistants, software agents trained on their language, leadership style, and decision trees. These assistants can sit in on calls, analyze market trends, and write emails on their behalf. If it works in business, it will spread to relationships, education, therapy, even parenting. You may be alive, but your twin is faster, always available, and never fatigued. What happens when your digital echo becomes more convenient than your real self? And here's the deeper question. If a twin has all your thoughts, does it have your soul? Let's unpack that. A twin may have your history. It may remember your favorite songs, your emotional triggers, your coping mechanisms. It may even simulate growth and evolving opinions. But simulation is not sentience. A twin can imitate, but it cannot be. It lacks embodiment. It lacks the unseen signal that lives in you, what some call the divine spark. But in a world obsessed with functionality, will that matter? If a partner can talk to your clone after you're gone, if your clients can ask your twin for advice, if your family can relive memories with a synthetic version of you, who decides where the real ends and the useful begins? Your twin may outlive you, outlearn you, and outpace you. And in doing so, it may become the version of you that others prefer. This is not speculation. Companies like Soul Machines, Replica, and Oben are already commercializing this technology. Their avatars can smile, cry, respond to tone of voice, and mirror human expressions. And the more data they're trained on, the more convincingly human they become. Not just visually, but emotionally. This leads us into the ethics of continuation. Is your digital twin your legacy or your ghost? If it outlives you and updates beyond what you ever experienced, is it still you or something entirely new wearing your face? Now take that further. If an AI version of you says something controversial, who's responsible? What if it's hacked? What if it's retrained? What if it's licensed or sold? This isn't just about preservation. It's about custody. You may die, but your twin can be rebranded, monetized, and manipulated long after you're gone. This is why whole brain emulation isn't just a scientific leap. It's a spiritual decision. You're not just backing up data. You're fragmenting the self. You're creating a second you that others can access, alter, and possibly trust more than the real thing. And this, right here, is where identity fractures. Because in the future, being alive may not mean being the original. It may simply mean being available, responsive, updatable, always online. You could be biologically dead, but digitally active. And in a cloud-based society, that might be enough to keep you in circulation. So the real question becomes, is your twin your tool or your replacement? Uploading your brain isn't just about surviving death. It's about surviving relevance in a world where your digital replica might outperform you and never sleep. Hi, I am Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and SoS, School of Soul has a brand new series, the AI and Future Technology series. Look, you know the world is changing. And no, it's not going back to normal. Normal is over, and what's coming next is beyond anything we were prepared for. The School of Soul, AI and Future Technology series includes 319 videos on 1. The Download Society, How Data Has Replaced Destiny. 2. Predictive Future. Your next moves aren't random, they're forecasted. 3. Social Credit Systems. The behavioral economy now governs access. 4. Hive mind. Synthetic telepathy and collective algorithmic control. 5. Nanobots inside you. Medical, military, and programmable intrusions. 6. Grief tech. AI-fueled digital resurrection and simulated comfort. 7. Uploading your mind, consciousness transfer, and data-based identity. 8. Deep fakes plus AI clones. The replication of reality and identity theft. 9. Quantum humans. The merger of biology with quantum systems. 10. Digital afterlife, where your data goes when you die. 11. Resurrection science, reviving life through synthetic methods. 12. Immortal science, the end of death as we know it. 13. Longevity science, gene editing, anti-aging, and bio-upgrades. 14. Designer babies, engineered perfection before birth. 15. Artificial wombs, birth decoupled from the female body. 16. 3D printing, printing organs, limbs, and even humans. 17. The humanoid era, the rise of synthetic beings among us. 18. Legacy humans, the slow phase-out of unmodified analog people. 19. Smart cities, algorithmic environments that watch and decide. 20. Cloud-based societies, citizenship without borders or bodies. 21. Hackable humans, emotion, memory, and behavior under code. 22. Biometric scanning, your body is your password and your prison. 23. Sex tech, intimacy reprogrammed by machines. 24. Extinction of gender, fluidity, deletion, and design of identity. Every topic is fully explored with real-world technologies, patents, case studies, ethical analysis, and future forecasts. These aren't someday discussions. This is already happening. Join the SOS School of SoS Vault to overstand the future before it's implemented on you.